Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. So, the question is, how long has Rachel Hair by Lego, Rachel from Accounts, got left? Because, as I've mentioned before, she's had what we call in the football terminology the owner's kiss of death. When your owner or her boss goes, we have supreme confidence in their abilities, usually indicates that they're on the last legs, and it's not long before they got rid of. And apparently, so the rumours are that are circulating, at least 50 MPs don't want her in the job either, and have basically told Keir Starling the same. But then again, this is Keir Starling, and he doesn't listen to anyone. But the simple truth of the matter is, the economy, as I've mentioned in previous videos, is in trouble. I mean, we are literally on the verge of it going into freefall. It is that bad. Our economic growth, it went up in October. Sorry, down in October by or was it up? Sorry, it was 0.1% in October, but back down by 0.1%. So basically, it's going nowhere. Our GDP, or our gross domestic product growth, is currently sitting at 0. Now, it needs to grow, and grow a lot. See, because at the moment, as of this morning on the 16th of January, our loan repayment interest, which is going up quite considerably thanks to the Bank of England, and going up a few 0.1% every now and again, is at 4.76%. You know, if our GDP isn't growing at all, that means we're in negative growth, which is a bad thing, which means we're heading towards austerity and a recession. Now, interest rates, believe it or not, I know it sounds mad, actually helps the GDP. So, our interest rate at the moment is what, 2.5%? So you go 2.5%, plus if you got any economic growth, which we haven't, equals, and as long as it equals and is over our loan repayments, the economy is doing well. The only problem is at the moment, our GDP is 0, and our interest rate, our interest rate's about 2.5%, or inflation rate, should I say. So we're in a minus 2%, well, over that, 2.5%. So thanks to Hair by Lego Reeves and her stupid trying to be clever but not thinking of the consequences, Reeves is basically self-destructing the economy. It is literally about to drop off the edge of a cliff. And to turn around and say, well, you know, I have faith in her, she's going to do this, this continual scream of, we're going to get economic growth, we're going to kickstart the economy. They've done the complete opposite. Well, I suppose they have kickstarted it. They've kickstarted it down a fucking cliff. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's hailing. This UK weather gets better and better. So we really are in absolute and utter dire straits. It literally couldn't be any worse. Except, of course, it is going to get worse. Because in April, those wonderful national insurance rise on employers and the minimum wage goes up, adding and increasing the cost of employing people, means that lots and lots of people are going to lose their jobs, because if they don't, the only other way some businesses can recoup that is to increase their prices, which means people won't buy their stuff, which will destroy the business. And that kicks in April. But I can guarantee you're already seeing signs of people going, oh, I think it's time to get rid of people. People may even be sacked and then re-employed on a different contract. You're going to have maybe not many full-time jobs anymore. Everybody's going to be on part-time hours. And this is all because, again, it's this communist belief that everything's going to be all right because we say it is. And it just doesn't work like that. And yet I sit there and watch, you know, Prime Minister's Question Times and some of the Parliament when I get a chance. And Labour are literally at the moment rife for you to be sticking the knife in at every opportunity and humiliating them at every opportunity. Yet they just don't do enough on the opposition benches. Because when it was the other way round, they would be, when Labour were in the opposition that is, they were screaming blue murder all the time. Don't get that at the moment. But then again, is that a case of give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves? Because they just seem to be destroying their own worth. I mean, Labour's done. Just like we said with the Conservatives, it's true, they're done. Who's going to vote for them? And, you know, and then you turn to the great white hope that is reform. And a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people say I'm a reform basher. Well, somebody in the comment section said it quite rightly. I'm not bashing reform. Reform's doing all that for themselves by continually just sticking their foot in it. And while we all argue like this, and while this is all going on, and why the Labour Party continue to blindly walk forward with their plan that just clearly and obviously isn't working, the only people who are going to pay is us. We always have to pay the consequences of those idiots in charge. Where in reality, you could fix this so easy. And I'll tell you what, in the next video, and one of the next videos, I'll actually tell you how. Any case, before this hail gets any worse, I'm done. So, 2 videos popping up on the screen. One will be the last one I uploaded. The other one will be the one that the mighty gods of YouTube with their super algorithm will have selected just for you to watch. So, why not watch it? Well, unless, of course, you've watched it. Well, you can watch it again, I suppose. Don't forget, if you're like one of the 87% now of people who watch my videos and aren't subscribed, why aren't you? Just hit the subscribe button. It literally doesn't cost you a penny. It shows you support the channel. The channel? What the hell's the channel? I'm making words up now. It supports the channel. And also, if you agree with me, then why not support me? You're not going to get into trouble for you. And I promise you, I'll not ask you for anything. There are places where, you know, you can become a member of the channel if you want to. There's, you know, buy me a coffee thing up on the screen now. Things like that. But that isn't me saying you have to. I know things are tight and they're only going to get worse. So only if you can. You know, I wouldn't never beg anyone for money. That helps the channel, as well as the liking and the sharing, and of course the oh so wonderful and ever so colourful comment section, which is there for you. And as long as you're not an idiot, feel free to write whatever you wish. I do read them all. I don't always get a chance to reply to them, but it's there for all of you. Any case, enough of that. I am done. So, until the next one.